Hey, welcome back to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. I just want to say happy holidays, season greetings is winding down. Tomorrow is actually New Year's Eve. I don't know what you have planned for New Year's Eve, but please stay safe. I would just be bringing it in here in the house. Hopefully, I'm up at midnight. It's, it's gonna be hard to stay up to midnight. But anyway, I wanted to do something different this year. I am gonna do my best reads of 2023 um a little later. I'll be dropping that. But I wanted to do something that I have not seen another blogger do at this point. And I wanted to do my best covers of 2023. And these are books that I have purchased and just like some I have read and some I haven't read. And they're just like, wow. When I saw the cover, I was like, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. And I just wanted to reflect on this year in the literary industry also too. But I'll do that toward the end. The first book is by an author who is a friend. I had the opportunity to meet in, I want to say it was 2022 at the Atlanta Kickback. And that is Ezra, Royal Blood by Nia Moore. Some of these names throw me off, so yes, this cover is everything. I have not had a chance to read this one yet. Unfortunately, I do plan on doing it. I wanted to wait to see how many books is going to be the series. I take it maybe three, but I'm just gonna wait. I when she released this, I reached out to her because on Amazon it was only in paperback. I was like, could you please get this in hardcover because this cover was it's just everything, and I ordered actually three copies, one for myself and one for my two reading buddies, Mary and Diane. This next cover, I've heard so much about this book, but the author is like low key. Um, I don't know. I know this is gonna be another book. I know that I saw. I don't read reviews, but sometimes I'm curious to know where the author's going with the book. If it's a standalone, because sometimes it's not in the synopsis. It's not in anything on Amazon. So that's why I read brief reviews just to find out. And that is Collide, Collided by Mahogany Jones. I can't wait. That covers everything. And the next book is the art. The art is just so beautiful to me. And so I was like, you know what, I need to add this to my best cover. I have not read this one either, and that is Soldier of Love by Entice and Untamed. This next book, I have not read either. I know you're saying you showing all these covers and you have not read, but some I have, so I will let you know. But anyway, this one here is not the cover from here in the United States. This is the cover in Europe, and I saw this. I was like, oh my god, I gotta order this. So this book came from Europe, the UK, which is And Don't Look Back by Rebecca Barrow. This is a suspense mystery. I've never read anything by her, but I love this cover. The next book is a book that I just finished reading this month. Probably like not even a week. And I just want to say this book is definitely on my best read for 2023. This made probably, I want to say, the third book I read by this author, fourth book, and I'm saying she does not play, and that is the thing about home. This cover is, it just says everything. It's just like home. And if you read the story, it's just so beautiful written. At times, it's so heartbreaking, especially if you have experienced what the characters in this book, such as myself, with Casey, her grandmother. Please check out The Thing About Home. Please check out some of her other work. Highly recommend, start with Inconvenient Friend, and it's a two book series. It's a duology. Inconvenient Friend, kind of food. Also too. Sorry, that's Siri. I didn't even call Siri, but yes, check out Inconvenient Friend and A Kind of Food. Your Kind of Food. I think that's the second one of Inconvenient Friend. You will not be disappointed. Woo! Thing about home. The thing about home. This next book, I actually ordered from the author directly, and I just want to say this cover right here is so. I still say I need this cover in hardback just to have on the shelf. No, mm, Blank Canvas of You by Lamont Brown. I just want to say this brother, I don't know where he came from. I even told him that when I spoke with him over the phone, but he way ahead of his years in writing. Even though this is his second novel, whew, this book right here is a page turner. It gives you action. It's a love story. It's just I'm not gonna give it away. If you care to know more about this book, go to my YouTube channel, Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. I already did a review for this. This definitely is. If I had to do a top three only best cover of the year, this definitely will be in the top three. Blank Canvas of You by Lamont Brown. This next cover, I saw the cover, never read her, none of this author's work, and I just had to have it. And I purchased it on Books a Million, and they never could seem like get it in stock. I purchased it online. I want to say in August, and still I didn't get a book. I wound up having to order from Amazon, which I should have done in the first place. Is The Girl from Inglewood by Jessica N. Watkins. This book, this cover, I have not read this. I look forward to reading it. I've heard great things about her work, but this cover is everything. Do you agree? In the next book, I have not read, but I have read the author, and I almost went down the rabbit hole with this author. I've actually read three books by this author this year, and that's something very unusual with me. On My Block, Prophet and Indie. KC Mills. This cover is everything. I love this cover. My next one is, and I read this. It turned out to be such a great book. It, mm, YA Promise Boys by Nick Brooks. I love this cover. The book was so good. Up next is another Casey Mills signature of you. You cannot see it, but right in here and right over here is written words all around this lovely lady. And I just love this cover. And the book was very good. I mean, very, very good. This was my second Casey Mills read for 2023. I loved it. I look forward to reading more of her in 2024. Up next, Loving Man by Bailey West. And I read this, and this was, it was just so good and sweet and loving. And it just show you that all men are not the same. That's basically what I want to say about it. And I also read Am I Good Enough to Love? This one is Brianna Danae and Dominique Thomas. And I can honestly say this book turned, it started one way and I was like, oh, one of these other, I was like another one of these stories. But this book was so different and it turned and it was so good. This cover I just love. It's an oldie but a goodie, and I read it this year. Last but not least is Committed, hardcover, Committed by Kay Richey. And I have not read anything by her. I promise I'm going to try my best to read something by her this year. I have next year. I have to in 2024. I have got to get to her because I want to say 3 or 4 other books that I need to start with before I even get to this one. I might start with this one. Who knows? And for us reflecting on what went on in the literary world, for as I'm concerned, um, I was glad to be able to go to Indie Love this year. I got to meet some new authors. I got to meet Casey Mills, Brienne Danae again. Who else did I meet? Sheree Lewis, who is so nice. I'm trying to think, who else did I meet for the first time? Brooklyn Mosley is another one. Again, it was good seeing Love Belvin, Bailey West, Xavier. I got to meet Xavier. Bianca Xavier. I had to look up on my shelf. Never met her. Got the chance to meet her. Kima B. A good seeing Monica Walters also again. And I just want to say that was my event that I went to this year. Unfortunately, a lot of kickback didn't happen this year, but it's coming back in 2024. So I look forward to going to that also again. I just want to say I had a wonderful time this year reading. Um, I met my Goodread challenge goal. I challenged myself to read 40 books, and I finished my reviews this morning. So I went 5 over. So I read 45 books this year. Next year, I want to push it just a little bit to maybe 50. We're going to see about it, though, anyway. Thanks those who support Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. I'm also on Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. That's my Facebook group. Also on Instagram, Robert underscore reading underscore room. Thank you, and I look forward to reading more. And if you see this video, drop down and say hi. What you read this year, what you felt that was good this year, what you look forward to next year. Again, Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. Please subscribe, please share, click the like button, and the bell on the side. So anytime I upload content, you all are aware of. And thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.